Good evening, everybody. And we want to welcome you to a brand new show. So you guys are going to be on the maiden voyage with us tonight for a brand new talk show and where you can hear us and see us. And it's called Paranormal Sisterhood. And I have two of the sisters with me tonight. There's one that is missing. She could not be with us tonight for family reasons. But first of all, before we get to introductions and things of that nature, I do want to thank our producers, which is Teresa and Stan Fikes, for allowing us to grow with them and venture out and do other things with them. We are excited to be here and can't thank them enough. And I want to go ahead, after saying that, I want to go ahead and introduce one of the sisters to you. She's Mary. Mary, you want to say hello?
Hello.
You can say more than hello.
Good evening. We're so happy to be with you tonight.
Yeah, we're happy to be here. And the next sister that is with us is Sandy. Sandy.
Hello. Evening.
Okay. You girls talk more than that, so you're going to have to really open up. And then the other sister that is not with us tonight is Sylvia. Okay. And y'all, if you would, that are going to start following us, just send out prayers to her because it's a serious thing in her family. But this tonight is just an introduction to the Paranormal Sisterhood. And we are going to plan a lot of really exciting shows for our listeners and our viewers. Now, on this go around, you may know me from another show, but I've moved on and we're venturing out to do different things. And on the other show, you can only hear us. This one is amazing. It's a new platform that we are discovering. Stan is working on it and getting all the little bugs and stuff out. And you're going to be able to see us. And we can also see your comments. You can comment into us, text us, and we can answer you, see you, and it's just going to be amazing. And we do appreciate the followers as you find us and decide you want to follow us. Thank you for doing that. We welcome you. And just come on, bring your questions, and we will do our best to answer any questions that you have for the team. Now, we are a sisterhood. Okay, tell you a little bit about the group. We are a sisterhood. Mary and I have known each other since 6th grade. Is that right? Don't tell our age.
Okay, I won't. I won't do that.
Don't tell our age, baby girl.
I won't do that.
I know, right? But I think we're well past 6th grade. And Sandy, yeah, I know, right? Sandy and I have known each other. How long, sis?
6 years.
6 years? Okay.
6 years, yeah, all of you.
Yeah, it feels longer than that. Why is it only 6 years?
Because we've done a lot.
Lifetime.
Yeah, I feel like we've known each other. If you do, believe in past lives and past life regression and things of that nature. Oh, did we lose Mary? Come back, Mary. See, there's one of the bugs. We need to kick it out. Boom. Come on back, girl. But anyway, I think that we've all accounted met each other in past lives, because I'm one that kind of believes in the deja vu and past life regression, which is one of the things that we'll talk about on the show and stuff. But we've known each other for a very long time. And I've known Sylvia for probably 15 years or so. It's been a while. Did she get back?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we're going to give Mary a chance to get back in. She got dropped somehow. And she is, hey, Katie, how you doing, baby? Thank you for following and coming in. Mary and her husband are out in the woods, so to speak, where they're at. They're building a new home, and it might be a little sketchy out there where she's at. So we'll hope and pray that she can get back in to the live tonight. But Okay. So, Paranormal Sisterhood. We are a sisterhood, like I said, and we are all into the paranormal. Okay. Mary is the lead investigator and the case manager on the team. And Sandy actually is the founder of the team, and it's called Spooky Booze. Sandy, how long have you had Spooky Booze?
Probably about just 4 years.
4 years.
Just something that I came up with because um, I just cleanse all over. So it was kind of like I just thought it was cute.
It is.
It
It's
doesn't
cute. It's
mean
a cute
anything.
name.
It just, all I do is cleanse and run amok and,
Run amok.
you know what I mean,
Oh
so it
no,
was just
amok, amok,
cute.
amok.
That's it. It was just cute. It was just cute. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to hunt. I already know. So,
Right, right.
so I
Well,
roll
to
over.
tell you just a little bit about Sandy, and then I'm gonna give her the lead here. We're still waiting on Mary to get back in. When I first met Sandy, there's Mary.
Sorry,
Yay,
y'all.
welcome back.
I don't know what happened.
I just got your note. Kicked out, it said.
Yeah,
Kicked out. I don't know what
kicked
happened.
out.
It just dropped it. Okay.
You just being bad already. You got kicked out already.
I'm messing up.
You're in the
Right. Well, like I said, we're just working out the bugs. So no big deal. We're here. We're happy. Everybody's good. What I was doing, Mary, I'm going to give the lead to Sandy here for a minute. We're talking about Spooky Booze and how it came to be and all that entails, So what I was saying is whenever I met Sandy, she contacted me about joining my team, which is Shadow Chasers. And so I was all for it. And man, whenever I met her, she just fell in love with her. She is a bundle of energy. She is always, always, and how she does this, I have no clue. Okay. How she does it, she's always bubbly, always happy, always high spirited. So I think you guys are going to really love Sandy and what she can bring to the radio podcast here with us. So go for it, girl, and tell us exactly how you came to be as far as with the ghost hunting and stuff.
So as a young girl, of course, you don't know what's going on with yourself when you have certain things happen. So as a young girl growing up in the Philippines, me and my sister, the moon was huge. And I think that's where we got a lot of energy from. But when we moved to the United States, when I was 7,
Yeah.
I started seeing orbs. And the orbs wouldn't come around me. And I sent you a couple of pictures of me when I said, hey, I want to go with you guys. I don't know why. I showed you a couple of pictures of all the orbs that are always around me. Well, when I was 13, I found out that those were angel orbs. And I have them around me to this day. And both of you have seen the angels that follow me, not in winged form, in round form, in colors, in blinking, in the direction that they want to go. So I've always been able to go into a place, find whatever needs help. And at 13 is really when I discovered that I could push them up. So I've done that. And it's not a calling that you go looking for. It's something that just ends up at your doorstep. So I have pictures of cryptids. I have pictures of, all kinds of things, as you know, that I've discovered throughout my time of doing this. I'm 66. I'll be 66 in February. And it's just now the last 2 years has ramped up my intuitions. And when I get with Mary and Louise,
Sarah on here. It's okay though.
It is strong.
Yeah.
It is strong. And we did our first hunt together. We separated, but we came together. So, and there are other things that I have been with these two girls in my past lives, and I think we'll always be together. I think
I'm sure we will.
to join up and do this. So you guys bring them to me, and I send them over. The
There you
ones that
go.
want to go. Not everyone wants to go.
And Sandy didn't mention this, but I want to make you guys aware of this with her. Each one of us have different talents, okay, different gifts. And Sandy, I knew this automatic whenever I met her. She is a white lighter. And I'm telling you, when she hugs you, you can feel a passing of energy that comes from her to you. And I kid you not, if you're hurting or not feeling well or feeling depressed or
I agree.
down or whatever, this woman can take that energy
Oh my God.
and take it from you. I mean, you feel automatically amazing after you hug Sandy. And that's
Oh my
a
gosh.
very special gift as far as I'm concerned. I've met only like one or two other people down through my lifetime that actually have that gift. And
Wow.
that's an amazing gift for her to have, and I'm happy that she has that.
Wow, I don't feel that. I mean, I don't
You
feel
don't
that
feel
when I
it?
hug. No, no,
Girl.
no.
Well, I don't know
Wow.
why you don't feel it, but every time that you hug me, and I know Mary has said it to me too, you know that we
Aw.
can feel the transference of energy between me and you, and then you and Mary.
Wow. Full positivity then. Yay.
Yeah, yeah. It's either white lighting or you're a healer. I know you are a healer. You know, so I do know
See,
that.
that's something new that I'm getting this year.
Yep. Well, get ready because 2024 is going to be amazing for all of us, all of the sisters and the team included.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree too.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to Mary now. And I've known Mary, what we were telling you guys, since the 6th grade. And we have been through everything together in the years that we have known each other.
Yep.
We've been up and we've been down and we've been round and round. And here we are again. But it's because back when we were teenagers and we had forgotten about it, we were discussing this the other day. And when we were teenagers, because of our love for each other so much, because I was the only child, I am an only child, I should say. I didn't have any brothers or sisters, and Mary, for everything that is under the sun and then out of the world as well, she is a sister that God chose for me, and so is Sandy. Every female on this team is that way with me. And girl, we did a blood pact when
We did.
when we were, how you being kids and stuff, and you'll
Yes,
cut your
we
finger
did.
or prick your finger or your hand and stuff, and then you bond them together. We actually did that when we were teenagers together.
Yep.
And that's what's kept us together this whole time.
Yeah, and that was, well, you said no ages, but Sandy gave her age, so I'm going to say that was 51 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a long, long time.
Well,
but
y'all feel free to tell your age. I'm not telling mine. So.
I'm the oldest sister. You happy?
She
I'm
was
the oldest sister.
but in
right.
in those days, I mean, and really this last and I say reconnection because we've been connected, disconnected, and reconnected many times.
Yes.
But that's okay because we always come back together.
That's right.
Yes.
And when you reminded me of that, and I had completely forgotten that we were blood sisters.
Yeah,
and,
I did too.
And
but
if
it popped
anybody
in my memory.
If anybody doubts that does not have a blood, has not done that, 50, it is truth. That it unites you in a way that's just unbelievable. People will say, why do you still feel that way about her? And I'm sure you heard that question too. And I'm like, I have no idea. And then we go back in our memory banks and we remember those things. Yes. Yeah. I can tell you, I can take you to the place where we did it. So
yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
Well, and talk about how you two hunt together so well.
Well, and the three of us have done some pretty impressive hunts through the years, and not to blow our own horns, but I mean, we've done the Myrtles. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder if they're going to talk about Sicily Island, so I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah,
But
that's going to be in one of our chats, one of
yeah,
the shows one
That
night.
was
Because
amazing. That was my first one with
oh,
you girls.
that was
but the
such an interesting case. I mean,
That's
we
how
have
we
got to
knew.
bring that to the table.
yeah, we floated through Alabama. We found places to hunt that were unreal, and we
Yeah,
collected some really great evidence.
sure did.
Lost furnace. Oh my gosh. The
Yeah.
pub with the
Yeah,
orb, the big
So
orb.
many. And we're excited to be able to come and be able to share this with others,
We have
you
yep.
know, to
pictures.
be able to share this with the community, you know, the paranormal community as a whole,
We have
because
receipts, yes.
we are a sisterhood. I absolutely, you know, and there are other sisters out there. They may not be part of this team, but there is a definite family when it comes to paranormal research and paranormal
Yes. Yep.
happenings. So,
Paranormal unity. Yep.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So tell just a little bit to the listeners, the ones that'll find us a little bit later or come in. Um, Tell us a little bit about how you actually got started doing the paranormal investigations.
I actually sent a short bio, but
I did. I got that.
my
Yeah.
very first paranormal experience was when I was about 7, and it was in broad daylight. It was in my childhood home. My mother was actually in the kitchen preparing a meal for my father. He worked a certain shift, and it was daylight, and I was in their bedroom. I had gone and climbed in their bed. They were already up, but I looked back toward the kitchen where my mother was, and between myself and my mother, there was about a 3.5 foot black shadow figure
Mhm.
standing in the bedroom door. It was definitely a shadow figure. It gave me a very eerie, creepy. I knew it was bad. I immediately knew it was not a good thing that was there, but I
Right.
also knew that it was very spiritual, that it was a very spiritual thing. Grew up in a basically a very, you know, Judeo-Christian household, and you know, we were I was very sensitive to spiritual things as a result of
Mhm.
that,
Yep.
because of
I remember that. Yep.
experiences in the church and the things that had happened. And so but that was my very first paranormal uh thing that happened to me. um and then I guess we'll talk about other things along the way,
Yes, we will.
but that's what started the trek. As far as investigation, my first team, of course, was your team, Sarah, and it was wonderful. My husband, you know, he was on the team as well, and acted
Mhm.
as spiritual advisor for the team, and
And he still is, for us. And I would like to have one night or several nights, down through the year where we
yeah,
do have Greg to come on, because Greg is a demonologist and also a
There.
pastor. He's a minister. He doesn't pastor a church or anything, but he is a wonderful leader and minister. And we could learn a lot from him, I believe.
oh I know he would appreciate that. He's resting right now, but I know he would
Hmm.
appreciate that. But no, it
Yeah.
was so fun. The team was it was such a great team, and that's actually when Sandy came on board. But there was a special bond between the girls
Yes. Yep.
on that team, you and
Yep.
Sandy and myself, and and you know, I wish Sylvia was here,
I
because
do too. I do
she
too.
just adds an element of calmness.
Don't she?
Yes, she does. She is a
When the
very
rest of us are freaking out, she is calm as a cucumber.
she's like, "That's okay." I mean, she is like very calm and very collected. She's very, you know, me, I'm very analytical. I'm like, I want to know why
Yeah,
that happened. I want to
yeah.
Yeah.
see what happened. I want to know why it happened. I want to know where it came from, you know. So I get excited about that.
Yeah.
Um, so
Each one of us are very different on the team. We approach everything with a different attitude, and I think that's one of the things that's really working for us and will work for us in the future, because you're analytical. Sylvia is the calm one. I'm the one that's standing there capturing the evidence, but going, how in the world is that happening? I'm how would you describe me as far as, and not a narcissistic succubus, by the way. So,
Now, I wonder who would say that.
I
Anyway,
have no clue.
no, I
Take that back.
I think that your leadership abilities are amazing. I think that you can lead a team and people will follow you.
Correct.
I think that that's an important thing. I think that
Ta-da!
exactly. I think I am happy to be a follower if I know you're leading. I really am, because
Well,
I know that you're not going to put us in harm's way.
no,
I know that you're going to
no.
make provision that we
Correct.
do not get harmed. You're going to caution us. You're going to say, whoa, wait, stop.
Yep. Hold
Don't,
up, back out,
back
abort
out of
mission.
right. Abort,
Right.
abort. But,
Which is good because
so
I'm the first one to run into the fire.
yes, you
You
are.
guys slap me down. I need that.
Yep. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to slow Sandy down. Sandy is in there like white on
Wildfire.
rice.
Well,
Let
I
me
know
tell
Yes.
they
you.
don't belong where they're supposed to be.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
They need to go on.
Wildfire. Yeah. Yeah. She's our wildfire. She burns out of control. So,
Yes.
and that's okay. That's a good thing. You have to have all of those personalities to make it work. And that's what I started to say. We have so many similarities in that our belief, systems as far as paranormal and
Yeah.
that, but we're also very different in that each one of us carry a very different element into
Well,
the
what I
team.
like about the way we cleanse, protect, and hunt, we're not really hunting because we already know spirit is on the earth.
Yeah.
The spirit needs decision which way it's going to go. And when we were in Sicily and you lined us up, we were in the wrong positions. Do you remember that? We were in
No,
the wrong
not really.
positions as we were laying our river rock, and I was doing the sage. And Mary says, "No, this is the position we need to be in." Do you remember that?
I did
You
well,
me up
and
in the front, you got in the middle, and Sarah was in the back.
well, we know that
Remember that?
sages. We know that the sage is clarifier.
Right. I was
And
in the back because I didn't
we
want you guys to get that smell. As soon as we went around and squared it off, that's when it blew up. What I'm saying is, you know what position we need to be in. There was no struggle to put us in that position.
well, and the thing about it is, we each had our own elements that we were working with in that
Right.
Yeah.
investigation.
Yeah.
I'm getting so excited because I'm like Sandy. I
know.
want to talk about those things because we
I
were
know.
there. We were a witness to those
We had
things,
the
and they were
whiskey and
they
the
were
river
incredible.
and
We
the river
did
rock.
we did something that very high profile teams could not do.
We're gonna need more than an hour, Sarah.
No, we can't. We're gonna stick to the lineup
Oh,
tonight and
please.
everything, y'all. I know it's exciting. It for me, it's exciting to be back on the show with Stan and Teresa and Web Network Radio or Network Radio, yeah. And I've missed it. I really have missed it, but life
What you
took me
mean?
for a ride, and girl, I had to strap in, sit down, and go for the whole roller coaster. And here I am, and thank the good Lord we've met 2024, and so far things are okay.
Yep.
And I'm really excited about where this show can end up and go into places that we haven't been, homes, reaching people around the world, and showing them everything about the paranormal world. And I really want it to be an open forum too. I want to interact with our guests as they come in. There's
Yes.
Katie. Hey, Katie. Love you, baby.
Hey, Katie.
Want to interact with our audience and let them tell us their stories, plus offer topics and stuff that we can discuss with everybody. And I just don't want it to be just paranormal.
No.
It's an open forum. I want to talk about everything that
That's
is
what I
exciting
say.
in the world,
Yeah.
that is strange and macabre and scary and all of the things. Because let me tell you, people, if you don't believe, there's an amazing world out there, and it is very, let's see. Katie answered you, Mary. But
Hey, sweet
yeah,
girl.
The world is very interesting, and you have to be careful what you wish for, because if you go out there looking and searching for things, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to find it.
You
really
will.
don't have to search.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was, always as a young child very inquisitive about things such as Loch Ness and Bigfoot and all the other stuff that I hope to discuss. Of course, a lot of the teams out there that are on the radio with Stan and other places too, other radio shows and whatnot. A lot of discussion about those topics, but I want to dive deep. I want to dive deep and find those topics that aren't being discussed, that we need to bring to the table to allow the listeners and the viewers to be able to see it and to understand it.
Absolutely.
Did I make it clear?
Yes. Yes, you did. You did a great job.
Yeah, thanks. Well, you girls are great. Y'all are my family. Keeping that circle small. And y'all are my girls, and we got each other's back. We got Stan and Teresa's back. Anything that we can do to help them and everything. It's going to be a great year, you guys. I'm really looking forward to it.
I am too. It's going to be so good. Like I said, I miss Sylvia tonight. I'm hoping will be with us next week. We don't know if Sandy's going to be with us next week or not.
She's going to be cruising.
What are we doing next week?
Ain't you cruising?
I'm cruising next week, yes.
Yeah. That's what I said.
What
I
are
don't
y'all
think
doing next week.
we're going to be doing the show.
Yeah.
Next week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. No, I haven't heard that.
Oh my goodness, girl.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Can I punch
Sandy.
your ticket on the train, girl? You need to be, oh Lord, you need to get on the tutu with us.
Hair? You see it's really blonde. No, I didn't know it was every week. I thought it was once a month, second Tuesday or something. I don't know.
No, it's every Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll be back
here on W.E.B.B Paranormal Radio. Or, well, I'll correct myself. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's W.E.B Radio Network. There we go. Every Wednesday night at 9:15 to 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Paranormal Sisterhood will be on the radio.
Sandy, buy that internet package down in Panama.
I think I'm not gonna be on the ship that much in Panama. No, I'm just saying, I did not know that. Yeah, I'll be back on the 29th, and then I'd like to go through my computer and get my pictures out. And I don't know how to put the all my orbs that come in my building, my video. That's the whole start right there.
Oh, girl, we have so much evidence that you could get to us, and maybe Stan could help us, put it up on the screen or something like that. I'm not tech savvy to anything like that, but we have so many amazing pictures of things that we have caught down through the years that everybody, I want them to look at it if they're able to see it.
Well, when we just cleansed that land, Mary, and we got all those cryptids and all those things in the trees and leaving the area and I mean, there's just so much. I've got Bigfoot pictures.
Yeah, I was actually just sitting here thinking about the Sicily Island picture and how recently that picture came back into our lives. I saw it completely when you sent it to me. I'm like, oh wow, that's the same picture.
That's another good
what he was doing.
show.
And here's where the angel power comes in. He knew that I knew that I needed to get back to Sarah. So that's why I kept seeing it. So when I sent it to you guys thinking this is ditto.
Yeah. And what they're speaking of we're going to save this for a show for one night. But on the other show that I was previously on, we did talk about my house here and how it is haunted. And recently I had a revelation with some help from the sisters and other people that have come into my life. thank the good Lord I was able to get this thing out of the house.
Yep.
I mean, it's been an ordeal, but we're going to talk about all of that one night on the show too. I think you
Yep.
guys would be really, really interested to hear the story and everything. So we've got a long list of lineups, and I've got a list that I'm compiling of guests for the show. Some amazing people that are with Web Radio Network and Stan and Teresa and others out there too that I'm talking to, and they have agreed to respectfully be on the show. So yeah, it's going to be a great lineup, and of course, we want to hear from the audience too, from you guys. For so long, we did the show. All you could do was hear us. We couldn't correspond with you or see what you were typing. So this is a great format, and Stan has just gotten started with it, and I think it's going to only grow from here and get much bigger and better. So you guys
I agree.
come on in and join us and hang out with us, and we're going to have some fun.
There's so much.
So much.
So
I
much.
know. So much. Compile your list, sisters, and let's talk about everything. I don't want to
Right.
stick to just one subject. I want to broaden and expand and talk about anything that we possibly could.
Well,
Yeah, and
you
I'd
know
love
what
to
we like
do.
to do? When we
You know,
oh, sorry, Mary, go ahead.
no, I started to say so many times with when it comes to paranormal research, everybody wants to do way back history, but
Yeah.
there's some modern history,
Yeah.
even in the area we live in Northwest Florida. There's some modern history here with buildings, with things that have occurred. That I mean, I want to delve into more the modern stuff that has
That would
happened.
be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea.
because it just keeps going. It's not just for the Victorian age or the Georgian age or the early Americas. It's happening now. There are spiritual things happening now.
Well, that
Yes.
leads me into mine. Everywhere we go, it comes to us. We
Many
don't look
times.
for it. When we were down
Many
in that
times.
basement in that bar in New Orleans, and that orb appeared,
And
and then followed us to Sloth's Furnace.
Yep.
I mean, we got the receipts.
Yeah.
It's just too cool.
Guys, we've been, the three of us together have been a lot of places that I didn't get to do with the other team that has now disbanded with me. We've been to Sloss Furnace. We've been to King's Tavern.
we've been to Bell Witch.
Bell Witch Cave. We have been to a lot of different locations that, man, it really showed us a thing or two, didn't it, girls?
It absolutely did. And we did. I mean, it literally at that point in time, it was me, you, and Sandy. I mean, we were hitting it and getting it. And everywhere we went, there,
Right. And the
if you
places that
walk
we couldn't,
in, if you walk in expecting it, and you also walk in, not just being open, just being open.
Yeah.
So
Right.
much will come.
And
Within
you,
the
Mary, you've been to Waverly
I have.
Sanatorium. I want to have
Waverly's.
one night where we talk about all the things that you experienced at Waverly.
Yep. That would be a great trip for us this year to go to
wouldn't it?
Waverly. Let's do
Oh,
that.
God. I'd love that. Let's plan
write
that.
that down.
Let's do
write
that. Let's go to
down.
Waverly. Let's take the cameras with us. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Melanie did that one too. When she showed me the picture and said how many people you see on the steps, and it was
Uh-huh.
just her and Joe, but there were three shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Waverly's very, very, very active. And so many places are being closed down that were offering tours and offering overnights and
Yeah.
things. There is a prison in Tennessee. It's called the End of the Line. I have always wanted to go there. So maybe, and you know us, when we get going, we'll do 2 or 3 things on the way to where we're going
Oh,
to.
shoot,
So,
yeah. We'll see something alongside the road and say, hey, that looks good. And we'll just stop,
yeah, and
Yeah,
have
that's the way
and
we roll.
and we are approached by a lot of people in restaurants, lots of people, and it's like waitress,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. They just come up and start talking. And before you
Mhm.
know it, they're telling you, hey, I've had this experience, or
Yeah.
this is going
Yeah.
on in my life. So,
Well,
Or
what
anyway.
I
like that one time that we were, I'm not even going to say the name because I prefer to leave that place behind me. But when we were in the restaurant, where we were at, Mary, and the owner come up to us. We didn't even know this man from Adam's House Cat.
Nope.
And he come up and asked us, could he talk to us? And of course, he come to me, and I said, sure. And I looked at the team, and they were like, yeah, he can talk to us. And so he pulled up a chair and sat down and talked to us about a lot of different things paranormally and spiritually. And then first thing he said to me was, I've been sent over to tell you they know you're coming.
Yep.
I'd like to have floored me. I was like, wow, they know we're coming.
Yeah. And we were just having dinner.
Yeah. And we were
And
headed to the location.
yes, yes, we were.
Yeah. We'd stopped to eat. And like we always do, most of the times do, either before or
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
And this man, first words out of his mouth to us was, they know you're coming.
I know you're coming.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
So that's
And
a
I have
protection
always,
sent to you.
and I have always believed, that was a separate, I can't remember if that was the same. Was that the first time we went?
Yes.
I'm not going to name the place.
No.
But you know what happened to Greg earlier that day.
I do.
We have the photo documentation. He and I had stopped to pick up some dry cleaning, and we knew we had the investigation that night. And we're driving down a road in Pensacola, and he looks down, and I said, and we were having a conversation about that, and he had a scratch mark, 3 distinct scratches with
Big
blood.
scratches too. These were not little bitty scratches, y'all, because she sent me the photo.
He was
It was
driving. He
crazy.
wasn't. Yeah, and I mean, we have the video evidence, and it was 3 distinct scratches where blood was drawn. And I'm sitting there next to him in the car, and I'm like, "What did you do? Did you bump your arm? Did you bump into?" He said, "I did nothing. I felt nothing."
That kind of
And
pisses me off,
And then that night when we went to the restaurant, that's what and he was the owner of the restaurant. And I think he was and he was a minister.
Yeah.
And he came over and he said, and to you, he said, I want to tell y'all, they know you're coming. Because we were going to dispel whatever we had to dispel, to bring some peace. And see, that's something else that we can talk about, because if you go into a place that has something that really in your heart, this needs to go, this needs to move on, but the owner does not give you permission to do that, then you really have no right. You can't
do anything. You're bound to what the owner wants. Yeah.
Right. Because if the owner of the place doesn't want it gone, it's not going anywhere. And so that's what happened in that instance. And Greg Greg did some things to keep it in a certain place, and then others come along and do other things, and it gets released,
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Definitely. And there's been some crazy things that have happened there and stuff, but moving on to other places and other locations is what I really want to do, because
absolutely.
The past is the past, and if you stay in the past, you stay stagnant.
Yes,
Katie's talking about the Windsor in Americas. I just did that, and I mean, either they were hiding or.
Did you get anything when you did it, Sandy?
You what?
Did you get anything at the Windsor?
No, nothing at all.
Huh?
No, the crooked steps and everything. I mean, the wood is so thick. I mean, it could be residual if they are getting stuff there, but it is very. So when I enter a room, if it's heavy, that kind of thing.
What happens if the light gets turned off, Sandy?
Done. Lay down in the fetal position. I'm done. It stays off.
Oh my Lord!
We made it outside the house. We were outside the house.
Sarah and Sylvia they were doing their thing on a weekend, and Sandy and I were together at a B&B in Central Florida, which is no longer there. It's owned by a private owner now, but anyway, we had quite
That's another story, right?
there's another story. We won't even talk about how we bugged her that night at 3 a.m. and kept her on the phone till like 5 till the sun came up. It was crazy.
We
Yeah.
didn't go to bed till 4:09 because we
Till the
could
sun
not.
came up.
Till the
Yep.
sun came up, literally. So,
Yeah.
but we
have so many stories that we could talk about that
Sure
it would last almost a lifetime. I mean, because we've been together for just about that long, girls, and
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be interesting, the things that we're going to be getting into and experiencing and just sharing with the world, because we are in the United States broadcasting and internationally as well. So we welcome all you guys to come and be with us and listen to everything and give us your points of view. You can tell us if you believe it or not. You can tell us topics that you want us to discuss and look through and research. And it's just going to be a great time. Going to be a really good time together.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna be good.
is there anything else? This is going to be short and sweet tonight, guys,
Well, I do
because each
want to
one
say
of us has been
something.
on the road today, and we're all pretty well tired and worn out. But we did
And
want to
that was
come on.
that was another strange thing, because you
What's
had
that,
kind
babe?
of you had kind of a close call today on the highway, and so did
Oh
we.
my God.
And I mean, I know that's very. I don't know. It was strange that Greg and I had that encounter, and then you had a different encounter, but it was still. So yeah, I mean, I felt
Yeah.
like there might have been
Yeah.
something to that. Yeah.
Well, we can have a show one night that deals on and talks about nothing but encounters that people have during the day. Was it just something that was normal that could
Yep.
possibly just happen at any time?
Yep.
Or do you feel that it was spiritual? Was it
Yes.
paranormal or
Right.
whatever? That's
Always
another
spiritual,
great topic.
always. Like
Yeah.
when we were at Bell Witch and it flooded, we were
Yep.
supposed to go to Bell Witch.
Yep. Bell Witch Cave flooded when we were there, and we were unable to go in there, but we got to the cabin and everything and experienced all of that.
And that's where I got the picture of the spaceman.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was strange.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean,
Weird.
That was
Yeah.
right outside the window. He had to have been what? That
Yeah.
was 10 feet tall.
I
Yeah.
looked at y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. I looked at the Christmas light video that came from Adams, which is where the Bill Wetch Cave is, and it was outside Moss's and that school, and it was supposed to be the Christmas lights. And you guys, I even saw stuff in those cabins. I mean, they went by the cabins, they had decorated them, and it was just odd. It was just very strange looking. Some of the shadows and things that I saw, and I thought, is that camera? Because I wasn't there, so I'm like, well, was that camera? Was it flare? What was it? So, but it was strange, and that's a very different. Adams, Tennessee is a very unique place.
Yes, it is. And let me tell y'all something. At the Bell, what was the name of the restaurant that we ate at there?
Moss's.
Mosses.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your parents
Guys.
met, wasn't it, Mary?
No, that was in Montgomery.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at Moss's, this has got to be a Southern thing. Got to be. They have the most amazing buttermilk pie that you have ever put in your mouth. Oh my Lanta, that stuff was so good. I could have a piece of it right now if I was there.
I wish I had a piece of buttermilk pie right now.
Oh, girl, please. That I've never had. I had one time that when we came back from Adams. I tried it here locally where we're at, and it did
I
not
tried
ring.
it. Don't you remember?
I tried my bell.
Yeah, I tried it too when we got home. I tried it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it like Moss's. So,
no, ma'am. Moss's is absolutely tops in buttermilk pie and everything else. Yeah.
That's that's other things we want to get into. I actually was looking up some different places today. Sylvia and I had talked the other day about foraging and doing some land things, and I'm like, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the natural, some natural things.
Yeah, herbs and things of
Yeah,
that nature, like this white sage that you need to definitely have with you if you are a paranormal investigator, and
yeah,
some of the other herbs that you can take along with you that will help in dispelling evil spirits and helping the good spirits to cross over and
absolutely.
everything.
In
So
and in Christendom, and I'm just going to say this, in Christendom,
yeah,
incense are used in churches, particularly Catholic churches and other churches, but you use incense. And what do you use incense for? It's for clearing. It's for
yeah,
clearing out negativity. It's for
yeah,
clearing out. So it's just another mechanism for clearing out things that don't really need to be there.
that don't
And
belong. Yeah,
right, right.
yeah,
So I've grown way, way, way beyond that. Years ago, I realized that like Palo Santo wood and white sage were good things. There's nothing bad or evil about that. But some
no,
people are stuck in that moniker of, well, you don't want to do that. It's the same principle as what priests do when they
yeah,
clear.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
The Roman Catholic religion and everything, they have those little um, silver and gold, incense things that they
yeah.
wave in the air after they
That's
get it
just an
started. I mean,
incense.
they've had that for years.
Oh
That's
yeah,
I
just an
mean,
incense. That's not a
yeah,
holy
incense. There you
smoke
go.
or
I was
anything.
missing the word incense. But
Right.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, even back in Bible days, it tells about how the tabernacle and stuff was cleared
Absolutely.
away with incense.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the forum and platform for topic discussions is wide open. I mean, we can discuss anything within reason. Now, we're not going to discuss, no perverted type stuff or anything like that, because that's not what this is about. We want to help educate people properly in a good light. But
Yes,
it's a wide open forum, girls.
it is.
Let's
It
see.
is. We can talk about buttermilk pie. That's all that matters.
Right, right. That was so good. Well, I know that you girls can't be there before we sign off for tonight, because this was basically like an introduction for the sisterhood.
Yes.
Um, in 2024, it's 2024 already. Um, there's the Paracomic-Con that's coming up on October the 4th and the 5th in Ozark, Alabama.
Don't
And
say
staying
can't. I'm going to be there.
there, well, come on. I was so sad whenever I heard that you may not be able to be there, but
Oh, no. I looked at dates today.
yay!
You did?
Yay,
You're not
yay,
going to
yay.
Ireland? You won't be in Ireland or
No,
Peru?
I'm going to be. No, 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 no. Peru is in July and Ireland is in March.
Good, good, good. Well, if you guys don't know one thing about Mary, Sister Mary, man, she is a world traveler, and so is my sister Sandy. I swore to God that I was going to tie them to the ground, because they are searching the world, running amok, having a blast, and that's what life is all about. And Mary's been to Peru, she's been to Ireland, and she's going back this year. And we'll have a night where we discuss all of that, because what you're into with that with Peru is just it's nothing short of miraculous, because she's changed. Her and her husband are changing lives in their
Oh,
mission field and helping people that are in need, and that needs to be
Feeding and
discussed as
clothing.
well.
Yeah,
What,
feeding
baby?
and clothing. Feeding
Yes,
and
feeding and
clothing.
clothing, building homes
y'all need
for
to stop.
Peruvian people that don't have a home. I mean, y'all, there's a call for that as well. I mean,
It's all about improving the human condition. And you know what? That's what this show's going to be about.
yep, yep,
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Because that's what we do everywhere we go,
absolutely.
everybody we see.
yep,
It is
Listen,
total spirit working.
yep.
I've
Good.
seen I've seen people just walk up out of the blue. I think we're going over. I've seen people just walk up out of the blue in a restaurant.
That's
Though
okay. We were a little bit late. We're about 50 minutes in, so
I
it
started to
won't
say,
matter.
right.
Yes,
Well, and I've seen people come up to Sarah. Sorry, woo, almost
All
slipped.
right.
And say, just pour their hearts out about things that are happening in their lives, just totally pour their hearts out.
Yeah.
And I've seen her take them by the hands and minister to them. And, you know, that's what it's about. It's about a point of contact. It's about helping the human condition be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
I'm growing, and
We all are.
every day I'm learning different things, and changing all the time. You know, if we don't change and become who we feel like we're supposed to become, then
Woo!
what's
That's
the
it.
point in living?
We're not
That's
going to
right.
overthink
You
it,
know,
though.
what's
We're
the
gonna
point?
one
But,
minute at a time. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there that have the wrong conception
Yep.
about me. I'll go ahead and just say it. And they're totally wrong, because I wouldn't harm anybody.
Nope.
I wish to help people.
Right.
And my heart's big, and it's been broken a lot of times. But when things get broken, what do? You get the glue and you put it back together again.
Right.
You know,
And you find
you
your
keep on going.
and you find your tribe, and you surround yourself with your tribe.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Exactly.
You find the other strong women that are strong with you, and we
Yep.
become stronger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we already
But-
know what we have done. We
Yeah.
already know. We're
Yeah,
just gonna,
definitely.
we're just
And
gonna be a
I
book.
believe that all of us were put here to help people in some fashion or form.
Yep.
And
I agree.
you just have to find what you're supposed to do and just do it, you know?
And just do it. And just
Yeah.
love people.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
just do you. Do you,
Just-
boo. You know?
Exactly.
I'm
Do
telling
you.
you, once you
So-
build that aura of
Yeah.
dominance, of angel power around you,
Yeah.
nobody will like, I don't even know how to say it. So it won't, you won't receive any of the other. Like we
Yeah.
never receive any of the other when we're
Right.
out.
Right.
All we have are good. That's
Yep.
all we get.
Sure
Yeah.
enough.
That's all we get.
Well,
There's no
let me
confrontation.
finish up with the Paracomic-Con that I was discussing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the 4th and the 5th.
Got
This
it.
year, October 4th and the 5th. And this year's theme is, guess what, girls?
Halloween.
Horror. Horror.
I love it.
They're
love
going
it.
in a different direction from
I
what
still
they
wear
did
white?
last year. What?
I love horror.
Can I
Yes,
still
I know
wear
you
white?
do. Mary, you are a horror buff, so that's going to be right up your alley.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yes, Sandy, you can be the woman in white.
Thank you.
She's everywhere.
Thank you.
yeah, our white lighter, she's everywhere. But that is coming up, you guys.
Ooh,
Things are being
exciting.
planned right now. Right now, it's going to be really exciting for this year. So you'll be hearing us talk about it down through the months as we head into October, which I can't wait for October to get here because it's my favorite month of the year. Mary's too. So that's underway, and we have a sponsor, you guys, Rogue Turtle. Aaron and Ryan at Rogue Turtle are sponsoring us now, and they are at 202 South Main Street in Enterprise, Alabama. And let me tell you something: if you have any metaphysical needs, crystals, herbs, bracelets, jewelry that Aaron makes, my wands are there. Just all kinds of really amazing things. Go see Rogue Turtle at 202 South Main Street in Enterprise, Alabama. Okay. Go tell Aaron and Ryan that the Paranormal Sisterhood sent you. Okay. And we do want to thank, before we do sign off, Stan and Teresa Fikes, who work
Yay.
so hard.
Yes, they do.
This was
They
fun.
love
This was
what
fun.
they do, everybody. These are good people, good folk. And give them a follow. If you're not following them, then you should. And it's Web Radio Network and Web Paranormal. Okay. Amazing, amazing folks, amazing team. They're doing a lot of stuff out there. They're working for charities to donate money to Boys and Girls Club. Anything that falls into their hands or touches their heart, they are out there doing things to help these charities and these places out there. So Thank you so much, Stan. Thank you, Teresa, from the bottoms of our hearts.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Teresa.
Yeah. And everybody tune in on Wednesday nights from now on at 9:15 to 10:15 Central Standard Time for the Paranormal Sisterhood. And it is going to be a spiritual journey, you guys, from
Yes.
one end of the spectrum to the
To
other.
the other. Yes.
Yes, wide open forum. So we look forward to it. God bless you guys tonight. I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to let the sisters tell goodbye and say goodnight to you guys. And thank you for listening in, following us. We hope to see you and chat with you in the future, and tell everybody about the show. Okay. All right. Which one of you girls want to go next?
Mary?
Just have a great week. We've enjoyed tonight. I can't wait till we get into this deeper. There's so much for us to talk about. It's hard not to talk about everything at once.
Oh, I know. We get excited.
We get excited. This is going to be great. I cannot wait for this journey, this spiritual journey with my sisters and with all of you. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Stan and Teresa. You guys are amazing. And I am so happy that I'm going to get to be at Paracomic-Con this year.
Yes, I can.
Well,
I'm thrilled about that now. I was sad because I thought you weren't going to be there.
My dates worked out.
Woohoo! Yay!
Me and Greg talked about it. I talked to Greg. Me and Greg talked about it today. So
awesome sauce. Okay,
we're good.
All right, Sandy.
All right. Well, I'm excited. This is fun.
Yeah, it's amazing to be able to do what we do.
So we'll just have to get a list of stuff, like start, and then we'll just, like if one of us isn't going to be able to make it, you'll still have that list, and both of you will relate, or me and her will relate, or whatever, to what we have done. So there'll be plenty, and get the questions ready. We're ready.
That's right. Get them ready for us, you guys. Ooh. All right. One last thing. We've got about 3 minutes. Sylvia, if you get a chance to hear this, dear, our hearts and our prayers are with you. We are so sorry that you're going through this family crisis at the moment, and we missed you. Hurry up, and get in here with us, girl, and dive in deep. Okay. Well, good night, everybody. God bless you.
Good night.
Thank you if you listen to this.
Good night.
And just come on and join us next week on Wednesday at 9:15 to 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Times for the Paranormal Sisterhood.
Love
good night,
you, sister.
Everybody. Yeah. God bless.
Good night, Mary. Good night.
Good night.